Hello, my name is Emmanuel, also known as Captain Joey, and I'm the game designer and the programmer for Project Flushy. And this is going to be a tech demo of some of the systems that I've built for the game. I'm also going to give a context to some of the things, the storyline, and how what is really going on and why this was needed for. But first of all, let me just give you um, a blind run through of what is really going on here. So without context, um, the idea is basically you are in a 3D world. You're really in a, this is the hideout. This is a prototype of the hideout itself. But before I proceed, I'm using the Unity game engine for this project. So this is a 3D hideout, but this is just a prototype. I just put together some several assets like I got from the internet, like putting them together and just building a prototype hideout. So it's kind of like an environment surrounding the dome itself. So the action is going to be going in the dome. So this is just a blind run through. So I get into my dome. I get into my dome. I go into the computer. I start up the software. I enter. I go into the 2D world. Zoom into the 2D world. And I can come back. I will go around my 2D scene. I'll do a lot of other management, do other things around. I'm gonna give context to what is really going on here. I'll be able to do other things around the place. Things may be failing. I'll need to repair stuffs because this is a hideout and I'm always at the verge of being seen by some external forces that may want to pick me because there is a technology. This is Project Flush itself. There is a technology within this place, and yeah, so I can come back again, get into my 2D scene. I can look at the gameplay from why I'm still in the 3D world now. I can look at the gameplay before I go into the 2D world proper, and I can zoom in. I can still continue my gameplay. So this is really everything. But this 2D scene right here is just a blank 2D scene because I divided the project into two. I'm working on this 3D scene separate from the 2D scene itself, from the 2D gameplay itself. So Project Flushy is mainly a mix between this 3D management in the 3D in your dome itself, your where you are staying, your hideout, a kind of like a management, and then in the 2D when you now get into this computer interface now, the 2D scene is now the other part of the gameplay is now the adventuring, the platforming, the puzzle platforming are within the scene. But this is just a blank project. The major 2D gameplay is on a separate project. And I'm going to get to that now. I'm going to get to that now. So just going to focus this here, and it's in a separate project. Let me just switch this off first of all. Sorry. Um, so this is the second project. This is just where I'm doing the and with everything regards to 2D implementation is here. So I just built an empty 2D scene for that 3D where I'm just coming from now for here to just showcase the transitioning from the 3D world to the 2D world itself. So but this is where the major gameplay is going to be. I'm just going to play it for you now. And like I said, this is just a without context game quick demo of everything. So before I begin to explain what is really going on, so not to waste anyone's time. So so this is the 2D scene itself. This is gameplay within the 2D environment. So your character itself is non-lethal. This character, this is not actually your character. This is just a bot of your character itself, but just don't worry. So this levels themselves. Your level is procedurally generated. At every run through, it will be different. That level itself, at every play of a plane and all, there is an algorithm I built for that. You can see, at least now we add two things here. For it to restart the game again, it changes. You can see we now have three here. For it to restart the game again, take note of the levels themselves. For it to start the game again, it changes. So that is the procedural design to it. It changes again. That's changed. So at every and I don't mean this. I mean the levels themselves you're going to be traversing. So at every instance you have the level changing and all. So your job basically is to find a way to navigate through soft puzzles. Now, for example, now there's really no way now to go through here. That is I'm just trying to showcase now the puzzle platform. There's really no way to go through. So let me just show you. Now this is without context. I was still going to give you an explanation, but let me just show you like how I can solve this. There's nothing to connect with. There's nothing to connect with. So one thing I can do is to use my bot itself. So this is a bot that you can control. So in the 2D gameplay itself, so you can use this bot to kind of entangle with this character here, and as such you can now first of all, what I'm going to do now is to try to entangle from here and create a bot. So go to something I can see. Then yes, do my entanglement, go back to where I am. Now I've escaped that. So this is just a simple showcase of what was procedurally generated now and how I try to navigate out of it. So yeah, you experience a lot of navigation now. Right now I'm not armed by this stuff, but obviously you'll be definitely armed in the game. So this is just a tech demo and all, but not to dwell too much on this. Let's go back to the 3D scene and let me now give a context of what is really going on with regards to the game, the design itself, as I have described in the pitch deck. Hello. So this is an edited intermission that I just had to put into that video. So I just want to emphasize the fact that everything you have seen so far are all prototype acts. These are not the final act. This is just me. The tech demo. The essence of the tech demo is just for my own programming aspect, to showcase the systems, the programming systems, the design and everything working itself. So this character itself, for example, now Poppy, this is not how Poppy is going to look like in the final game. The levels, everything, this stuff you're seeing here, the enemies that you saw so far, they are all prototype art. I have my co-founder is a game artist and he's working on several. He's a 2D game artist. He's working on several. He's working on the final versions, polishing everything, and making the modifications. So Poopy as a bot is not going to be like this. This enemy, for example, now is not going to be like this. This is just a prototype art for me to get things working, as a programmer and a game designer, just to get things work. So all these are still prototype art, including the 3D demo, the dome, the 3D place we're working on. Everything are all prototype art. So I just want to emphasize that. All right, so like even the interfaces, this interface we're talking about, this computer interface, there's still going to be other things like other UIs or other things to show that this is actually a software. So we are going to have a UI designer working on that, and it's part of the reason why we need the fund to get the money to employ all these, to hire these freelancers to get things working. So they are all prototype. Everything you've seen so far are all prototype art. So I just want to emphasize that. All right, back to the video. So I'm going to play the game now. So this is now a contextual run through of everything. So Project Flushy, as I've designed, as I said in the pitch deck, is really a game about a mix of genre now. Now you have your, from that, like for example now, from the 2D version, from where we are just coming from now, from the 2D space now, we had we're going to be having, that part is more of like the procedural platforming, because your character is non-lethal, and you just have several tools in order to navigate around different obstacles you may face. So that is the procedural puzzle platforming. The puzzle platforming itself. So the puzzle platforming is a genre that is popularized by games like Inside and Limbo. Then Braid, it began from Braid. That's Jonathan Blow's Braid, with the time traveling and with the time reversal, like rewinding time, and yeah. So that was based on the concept. So this is kind of the puzzle platforming in this, from that 2D scene we came from. From that 2D gameplay we came from, is on the quantum effect, portal manipulation, entanglements with other characters, and being able to control them and all. But there's now a procedural twist to it, because in the sense that at everyone through your levels will be different and all. So that is one part of the gameplay. Now the other part of the gameplay now is this 3D scene where I'm currently at. Now this 3D place now is, it's a hideout. Now the hideout is I don't want to go too much into the story, but I would have to, in order to explain things, what really is going on here. So the idea is that you are a son of a scientist. You understand? You're the son of a scientist that has been captured in the quantum realm. So in the quantum realm now, the quantum realm is that 2D environment now. What is being represented in your 2D gameplay, where you are playing, is a facility within the quantum realm in that 2D atmosphere. So your father was a scientist now, working on a governmental project. He was working on a governmental project in order to extract a kind of quantum energy. So a quantum energy is a kind of infinite energy that exists within the quantum realm. It's a very crazy thing that can really move a civilization now. Like for example, now the human civilization now into like it can really advance the civilization into crazy, into very crazy things. There's what they call the Kardashev scale of civilization advancement. So it's a way to measure how technologically advanced a civilization has been, based on the kind of amount of energy they have been able to use. And also currently the human civilization, for example, now there's civilization 1, there's a type 1 civilization, type 2, type 3, type 4. So a type 1 civilization is a civilization that has been able to harness has able to harness has able to can control its planet, like down to the core of everything, like things like climate, weather systems and all, you can control. So anyway, having that kind of access to that kind of energy can really be very influential for this civilization. So that is essentially what Project Flushy is really all about, finding that energy. So as opposed to other forms of energy that has been discovered so far, this quantum energy, it has It has no side effects, unlike nuclear energy now that has several side effects and all. It has no side effect, and it is infinite. It is not you can't deplete. It is undepletable. It's infinite because it exists in the quantum. It is produced by what they call a vacuum. It's a vacuum energy, so it's energy that you can. It's like just like as like extracting energy out of thin air. That is essentially the best analogy I can use to explain it. So your scientist father was on this mission to extract that energy. So this is a futuristic scene. This is a futuristic scene where there's what they call advancements in quantum technology now um, has been really advanced. Like scientists have really discovered and found out about quantum technology and how you could harness a lot of things. Um, so this is a futuristic scene about regarding that with regards to that. So your father was a scientist that was leading this operation. So the operation itself is really called, it's codenamed Project Flushy. That is what it's really all about. So Project Flushy. So what your father actually created was, your father now created a system whereby, because created a system whereby you can go into this quantum realm and extract this energy. So the way the system works is this. Now there are several bots known as quantum bots. You understand? So these quantum bots are kind of these subatomic bots, like they can shrink. The quantum realm is this very microscopic realm whereby you have to be very extremely small in order to access. So that's where the role of the bot come into play. So these bots themselves, they are the ones that are going to be doing the operation within the quantum realm, but they are now going to be controlled by these scientists now from this normal 3D world. Now, the protocol for control and communication for this system is a system I've designed called what they call ECP. ECP is what they call the entanglement communication protocol. So the entanglement communication protocol is a kind of communication protocol that is faster than the speed of light. Now, this is not an electromagnetic communication protocol or radio wave or whatever. This is a quantum communication protocol. So it is faster than the speed of light, and it's based on quantum entanglement. So I'm not going to go into that, the explanation. There's going to be more explanation on that, regarding that, on how it works and all. But for this tech demo, let's just continue. So this communication protocol is a way by which the scientists now use to control these bots. So now scientists now have access now to control these bots instantaneously from this normal 3D world now. Now the via a software, and the software is this Project Flushy itself. Understand? The software is this Project Flushing. So via a software, you'll be able to control these bots themselves. So you'll be able to now see. So the 2D world itself is a representation of that quantum realm itself. So you'll be able to now control those bots via that system. So you're essentially controlling a character. You are essentially playing a character now you can see that this is my character now. This is my character now in the first person. So this is my character now. I will now be able to control um I will now be able to control these bots themselves from here. You understand? So to just show you how the sequence really go. So you can see I'll be able to control my character from here. So this bot itself, what you saw in the gameplay, zoom into the world very well. I'll be able to control my character from here. So this character itself essentially is the quantum bot. You understand? This character itself is the quantum bot. This is the quantum bot that I'm controlling from that. Now I've just zoomed into the world itself. So I can zoom out and all. So that is basically what the Project Flush is really all about right now, as it is. It's a mix between the 3D scene and the 2D scene. So your gameplay in this hideout is basically going to be in this form of management, because like I said, things will be failing, because this hideout you are currently in is like it's hideout, so you're kind of away from the world, and it's based on the fact that you're always at the verge of being seen, because this technology you have currently taken is a governmental property, and it's there are a lot of cascading effects after a mishap occurred. So let me just proceed now with the explanation. So your scientist father now was on a mission to extract that's quantum energy itself. Was on a mission to extract that quantum, and so he built a system, quantum bots, a system. So the system comprises of quantum bots that you have to gain control of, and to another to go into the quantum realm now and now extract this this energy itself. So the way it works is the quantum bots themselves built what they call a facility, a quantum facility now within the quantum realm. That quantum facility is where the major conversion of this vacuum energy now to a usable energy now in macroscopic realm will really take place. So it's a facility within the quantum realm now that have everything like I'm talking about now working and all. So um yeah, they built that, and that is where you will now also now transfer the energy back. There's now a protocol again to now transfer the energy back to a usable form of energy now in this our world now and all. So now the mishap there that occurred was now the fact that why they were exploring this why it was going on. Now the thing is, other civilizations, alien now civilization I'm talking about now, have already done this already. Understand? They have already done this quantum um this stuff already. But there was something. It's like you are chatting an uncharted area. Like you are going through this quantum realm now for this civilization now with your father and all is an uncharted environment. So there was something that they discovered there that was unprecedented. Now it is a kind of a creature now that now caused the whole problem, the whole mishap and everything with regards to the captivity of your father. So your father was not captured eventually as a result of that in their traversing of this environment and all. So your father was not captured, and that was what led to the whole mishap of everything. Then you now have to find a way to save your father and all. So the system now, the basic system is you're going on a mission within that quantum realm now. The quantum realm, like I said, is that 2D environment. Is the to show you now, it is the 2D environment. It is the 2D environment where the 2D environment, as you can see, as I begin to go, it is this 2D environment where I am now. This place, you can see that it looks like a facility. Let me zoom in. This where we are now is this 2D environment now is where everything is here. This whole place, this is the facility within the quantum space. So this is where you're going to be exploring and going to try to save your father and get him out of that place. So the tech demo now is now what I've just shown you. Now it's a way by which you can, first of all, one of the system is a way by which you can transition from this 3D scene to the 2D scene. So this is a demo of how it goes, how you can transition from this 3D scene to this 2D scene, and control a character from the 2D environment. So that is one of the things. It's you can see that this is an example. This is a demo of showing it working. This is a demo of showing it working and all. This is a demo of showing it working, and you can transition back. So your gameplay essentially will be that you'll be going into this 2D scene, transitioning back and forth, and like I said, you'll be managing your 3D scene. The best game analogy I can give on how the management will go is basically, like I said, things will be failing. It's just like this FTL, the game FTL, faster than light. The way you manage your spaceship, as you are going, you're traveling in space. So something like that, things will be failing. So you have to be going back and forth from these worlds themselves, like from the 2D world to the 3D world, going to manage things, set things together. So then coming back again to the 2D world to finish the mission and all, to continue the mission and all. So that's basically what the gameplay is going to be like. And this is a demo of everything working. So this is a demo of everything working. This is a demo of everything working. You can switch from a 2D scene to the 3D scene. So like I said, this is just a blank 2D scene. The major 2D gameplay itself is where we're going to go to now. So this is, so I separated out the project into two. So working on the core 2D gameplay and the core 2D gameplay and the 3D. I'm doing it in separate projects. So let me just mute the audio. Yeah. So yeah, that is basically the tech demo. Everything works. Like your 2D gameplay, the design of the procedural puzzle works. This is it. The world is procedurally generated. You find a way to navigate and all. So like I said, right now I can be affected by all this. So yeah, so this is the demo itself, finding a way to, and as everyone through, it will always be the different, it's always be different. So what I have here is basically a mock-up of the of how the facility is within the quantum. So this is a quantum realm. This is done by my co-founder, the artist. So this is a mock-up. So this is the facility. This is where you are actually exploring in that 2D world. So inside the levels and all, this is where you're exploring. So this is the quantum realm itself. So this is the mock-up of everything. So this is where you're going to be exploring. So in the 2D realm, then you'll be going back and forth. So this is where your father was similarly captured now by this being now. So this is just a mock-up of the being that is in the quantum realm, that is dwelling in the quantum realm. It was already dwelling in the quantum realm before this civilization. Now your father came to begin to research, begin to try to extract quantum energy from. So this is a being that has captured your father into the quantum realm, and this has some a little bit mock-up of some other bots, quantum bot already in the quantum realm and all. So yeah, this is basically a showcase, and to just go through everything again, more cohesively. It is a game about a management, a game about a going from a 3D world to a 2D world and doing things. So you are playing a character. This character I'm controlling now in this first person perspective is the son of a professor that has been captured in the quantum realm, and you are playing a character that is in a hideout. So you are so your 3D environment is going to be limited in this hideout. You're going to be limited in this hideout. You're going to be managing things because, like I said, you're always at the verge of being seen. So this is just a mock-up of how the hideout will be. It's going to be more sophisticated than this. I just did this design. I just downloaded several assets off the internet to just showcase how it will look like. So this is your dome where things going to be happening. So there's a technology that you have within here that can, with a bot, that you can use to communicate with a quantum bot now in that quantum realm, and now try to free your father from that quantum realm now. So like I said, so the management, your major gameplay now, I'll not call it the major gameplay now, I'll call it the minor gameplay now. The kind of gameplay that will be happening in this 3D world would be managing things, because things will be failing. You'll be going to repair stuffs, be going around the place and all. So you'll be switching, be doing that, and as well you also be now going to your you now be also going to your quantum. You also have to now be going to the quantum room now to continue the mission. And also it's really a switch between this sequence. It really a switch between this sequence and all. It's really a switch between this sequence. So this is the tech demo, the transitioning between the 2D between the 3D scene between it into the 2D scene, and transitioning back from it and all. So that is all. And everything, as you can see, is set. This 3D scene is set, the controls, everything is set. The 2D gameplay itself, is set. So this is just a blank. I just did a blank. I just used a blank 2D scene that is representative of this main 2D scene in this different project now. So I just did a blank 2D project to just showcase that transition of how it's going to look like, how you can go from the 3D world to the 2D world, and you can zoom in and now zoom in proper and all, begin your playthrough. So you can come back to this thing. So the gameplay, the design, everything is set. So this is the tech demo. So we're going to be coming out with a playable prototype. So the first chapter is what we're going to be releasing as the demo. The first chapter of the game itself, we're going to be releasing as the demo. So we're going to be showcasing a lot of things, and things will be made clear, like the actual storyline, like the more detailed storyline and all will be made much more clear. But for now, this is everything. This is the playthrough. So I'm just playing through the 2D gameplay stuff. So this is the world itself, the quantum facility. This is the quantum facility of everything. These are things that it's going to look like. All the algorithms, this 2D thing, I've been working on this 2D the 2D gameplay for a lot of time now. So it is done. Things are set. Things are set and all. We can entangle with other objects. And that to navigate puzzles and all, and can come back. So the 2D gameplay has its own internal design and all. So yeah, thank you very much for listening, and I hope from the little explanation, the tech demo, everything is understood, and the whole idea of the game and all. So thank you very much, and that is really what Project Flushy is all about. All right.